is a gear head or transmission for a Stihl M55 Rototiller. Got it ready, got the motor running this spring, and it was all seized up on this end. So I took it off. Was able to get it unseized, but it was still not lubricated. Got worrying about that. A lot of black crud and sludge was coming out of it. So I took it off and got it apart, and everything's in pretty good shape. I've got good gears here, brass gears, and they're in good shape. I did have two failed bearings that are on this main worm gear, and was able to get some new ones from Napa Auto Parts, not a paid advertisement. And so we're going to take it apart the rest of the way and clean it out and see if we can get those new bearings installed and put it back together and see how it does. Couldn't find anything on YouTube that talked about how to lubricate these. I think they're permanently lubricated with axle grease of some kind. Thought maybe it might be a 90-weight gear oil type lubrication. No grease zerks. I don't think it's intended to be serviced. I think they're just meant to be replaced if they malfunction. I don't think a shop would want to rebuild something like this and then have to stand by it. I think they would be ahead to sell you a new one, and then they would have some coverage by the manufacturer. But it was interesting that I couldn't find anything like this on YouTube about lubricating or repairing anything, any of these. There are some change out videos of another manufacturer. So we're going to see how this works out. We'll get it cleaned up and see if these new bearings are going to work. Hopefully they will. The internal part for the shaft. There's another piece like this going up in the shaft towards the rototiller. Got a little bit of squeal in the clutch. It may not last much longer. May have to do that. Fix that before too long as well. But it's been a good machine. I've had it close to 10 years and I'm using it a good bit every summer. My latest tool to put on it has been a lawn thatcher, which has worked really well. The thing I like about it is it seems to be able to pull the thatch out without destroying the good lawn, which I found to be the case with a lot of lawnmower type thatching bars. So it's been a good investment. I'd highly recommend it. I need a file there. Just about. So we got a little work to do on these bearing seats. They're going to fit. They're just tight, and that's good. One thing we come across after I got it cleaned up, I noticed that while this gear is in pretty good shape, the main gear here is actually worn by quite a bit. It's got a lot of undercut in the teeth. It may have been that way a little bit to start with when it was new. I don't know exactly how that would have looked. But anyway, a little more wear than I thought. So that would definitely be a deal breaker for even repairing it by yourself without any labor cost. But we've come this far, so we're going to go ahead and get some grease on it and reassemble it, put it back together, and see if we can get a few more miles out of it. dropped right in. A little bit of ooze out, so that's not bad. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. Go around, see if we can make it turn. Can't see it, but it is moving a little. It's extremely low gear ratio. So we're going to wipe this up and get some screws in it, and should be ready to go again. Okay, we'll get it mounted and see what happens.